I'm Brandon from DiamondLinks, and today's episode of Ask DiamondLinks focuses on proactive reputation management. What is proactive reputation management, and what do I need to do in order to protect myself in the future? Proactive reputation management is simply the idea that something in the future may happen, something bad in the future. Sometimes this can be a lawsuit that you know is coming. We've had other clients that knew that they were going to get bought out by a company, that their company was failing. There's a lot of different ways that you may think that in the future something bad may happen that you want to proactively insulate your reputation from. This is very, very frequent for celebrities as well as anybody who is influential. So this is the C-level executives, whether it's somebody in the C-suite or whether it's a president or vice president of a company. This is very common for somebody whose future career trajectory is on the rise. If you are about to retire, proactive reputation management probably is not for you. Imagine you're in a kingdom and there's a moat around you. Outside of your moat is all the bad, negative press, the negative things that are out there, people that want to libel you, people that want to slander you, the bad press, the bad situations, the bankruptcies, the lawsuits, anything bad is outside. What we want to do is build a deep moat and fill it with alligators or crocodiles, whatever. We want to protect you from those bad things outside. Now, the way to do that is what we call proactive reputation management. We put out great content on great sites that produces great results. And that's ultimately the goal, is that you would be protected from the outside. For us, this encompasses 4 categories of sites. And these are the 4 areas that I've determined that Google really likes to see in the search results. The first is news. You've seen lots of news. You've seen timely things. You've seen things that are on websites that are specifically designed for this time period. Earnings reports, for example, are important today. They're not important 2 years ago. A press release is important today, not 2 years ago. So having some kind of news is the first category. The second category that Google likes to see is social media. Having some social media in your search results helps fortify your moat. The third category that Google likes to see is owned websites. Owned websites. Those are sites that you own. Generally, they're biographical. Your exactmatchname.com, your businessname.com/your name, or About Us, or Founders, or Our Team. Basically, these are websites that you own, that you control, that you can put anything you want. That's good biographical data. Google wants to see that because people will be looking for you and they want to see biographical data. So we have news, social media, owned websites, and the fourth and final category is non-owned websites. I saved this one for last because in order to build a good proactive moat around yourself, to protect yourself from those negative events of life outside of your search results, to keep them out of the search results, you have to have non-owned websites. That's a broad category that simply means anything you don't own, that you don't control. Now, these are frequently things like interview websites, which is what we'll talk about in another episode of Ask DiamondLinks. But interview websites are very common non-owned websites. That can also be something that is focused on another company that you're part of. So that could be a webinar that you were invited to speak at. That could be a guest post where you're an industry expert and you're talking on someone else's website about how you use their product or service, or how your industry is complementary to them. And so having those non-owned websites is critical. And I know that's kind of vague, and if you want to talk more about that, we can certainly talk more about that, because that's a big portion of our business, is getting those non-owned websites. It's the most difficult, but it's also the most important. So building a moat and building a protective insulation around yourself is a good idea for anybody who has future aspirations. We've done proactive reputation management for celebrities, as I've mentioned, for politicians, lots of business owners. That's probably the biggest industry. But really anybody who in the future sees someone potentially out there who may have something negative to say about them. That's where proactive reputation management really shines. If you have any questions about that I didn't answer, feel free to leave a comment or submit a question at diamondlinks.net/ask. While you're there, you can also subscribe to our newsletter to get future updates on this series. And you can also subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.